If you receive Social Security, or if someone you love depends on it, I need you to stop scrolling right now. Because on March 1st, a confirmed update goes into effect that is going to affect millions of Americans, and most people have no idea it's coming. I'm talking about people on retirement benefits, people on SSDI, people receiving SSI, widows and widowers, spouses collecting on a partner's record, low-income households that depend on these payments to survive. If you fall into any one of those categories, this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through exactly what's changing, exactly who it affects, what you need to do right now, and what mistakes you absolutely cannot afford to make. Stay with me. This will not be fast. I want to make sure you understand every single part of this. Let me be very clear about who needs to watch this. This applies to you if you collect Social Security retirement benefits. It applies to you if you're on SSDI, that's Social Security Disability Insurance. It applies to you if you receive SSI, Supplemental Security Income. It applies to widows and widowers collecting survivors' benefits. It applies to spouses who receive benefits based on a husband's or wife's work record. And it applies to anyone in a fixed income household, anyone who depends on these payments to pay rent, buy groceries, cover medications, or keep the lights on. If that's you, keep watching. Every word of this video was made with you in mind. I've spent years helping everyday people navigate the Social Security system. Not politicians, not lobbyists, everyday people, people like you, who just want to understand what they're entitled to and make sure they don't miss anything. I don't make this complicated. I don't use language that confuses you. I sit down and I talk to you the same way I'd talk to a family member. And today, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Before we get into the main update, let me give you something useful right now. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of the month, your March payment is scheduled for March 12th. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, your March payment arrives on March 19th. And if your birthday is between the 21st and the 31st, look for your payment on March 26th. Now, if you've been receiving benefits since before May 1997, or if you receive both SSI and Social Security, your payment typically comes on the 1st of the month. Write those dates down, put them in your phone, set a reminder. You deserve to know exactly when your money is coming. Now, let's talk about what's actually changing on March 1st. The update I'm referring to is the full implementation of the Social Security Fairness Act, which was signed into law in January 2025. This is confirmed. This is law. This is not speculation. Here's what it does, and I'm going to say this simply. For decades, there were two rules that reduced Social Security benefits for certain people. They were called the Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP, and the Government Pension Offset, or GPO. These rules mainly affected people who worked in jobs that didn't pay into Social Security. Think teachers in certain states, firefighters, police officers, other government employees. Under those old rules, if you had a government pension and you tried to collect Social Security, either on your own record or a spouse's record, your Social Security payment was reduced, sometimes dramatically. That has now changed. The Windfall Elimination Provision has been repealed. The Government Pension Offset has been repealed. Both of them gone by law. What that means for you, if you were affected, is that your Social Security payment may be higher than it was before, and the Social Security Administration is in the process of recalculating payments and issuing retroactive back pay to those who qualify. That back pay covers the period from January 2024 forward. So if you've been getting a reduced benefit because of WEP or GPO, more money may be coming to you, and it could be a significant amount. Now, you might be wondering, why is this year different? Why is 2025 and early 2026 such a big deal for Social Security recipients? Because this law, the Social Security Fairness Act, is the biggest change to Social Security in over 40 years. This is not a routine cost of living adjustment. This is not a small tweak to the rules. This is a fundamental change that corrects something millions of people have considered deeply unfair for decades. People who served their communities, who taught your children, who showed up when there was a fire, who wore a badge, were being penalized for that service. That penalty is now over, and the SSA is working to make it right. Let me speak directly to each group for just a moment. If you are a retired teacher, especially in states like California, Texas, Ohio, Illinois, or Massachusetts, you may have been receiving a reduced benefit for years. That is being corrected. You may be owed back pay. If you are a widow or widower of a government employee and your spousal or survivor's benefit was reduced or eliminated by GPO, that reduction is now lifted. You deserve every dollar your spouse earned. If you are a firefighter or police officer who worked a second job and paid into Social Security only to see that benefit cut by WEP, that cut is being reversed. If you are a spouse who was told you couldn't collect on your partner's record because of a government pension, that restriction is gone. I know some of you have been dealing with this reduction for 10, 15, 20 years. I know how frustrating that has been, and I want you to hear this clearly. The system is being corrected. Help is coming. Here is exactly what I want you to do. I'm going to give you 4 steps, simple, clear. Step 1, find out if you were affected by WEP or GPO. If you ever received a letter from the SSA explaining a reduction to your benefit because of one of these provisions, you were affected. If you're unsure, call the SSA directly at 1-800-772-1213. Ask them specifically, was my benefit ever reduced due to WEP or GPO? Step 2, do not call and demand a payment. I know that's hard to hear, but the SSA is processing millions of recalculations. Calling repeatedly will not speed up your payment. It will slow down the entire system. Be patient. They are working through cases as quickly as they can. Step 3, make sure your contact information is current. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov and confirm your mailing address and direct deposit information are correct. If your bank account has changed and the SSA doesn't know, your back pay could be delayed or sent to the wrong place. Step 4, watch your mail and your bank account through March and April. The SSA has indicated that many recalculated payments and retroactive amounts will begin going out in this time frame. Don't ignore letters from the SSA. Open every one. Read every one. Let me warn you about a few mistakes I'm already seeing people make. Mistake number 1, falling for scams. Scammers know about this law. They are already calling people and pretending to be from the Social Security Administration, promising to speed up your back pay if you provide personal information or pay a fee. The SSA will never call you and ask for money. They will never ask for your bank account number over the phone unsolicited. If you get a call like that, hang up. Mistake number 2, assuming you're not affected without checking. Some people worked government jobs for only part of their career. They may have been affected by WEP without fully realizing it. Check, don't assume. Mistake number 3, ignoring letters from the SSA. Every piece of mail from the Social Security Administration matters right now. Do not set it aside. Do not throw it away. Read it carefully, and if you don't understand it, bring it to someone who can help you. I want to take a moment here because I know some of you are worried. You might be thinking, what if I don't get my money? What if something goes wrong? What if I fall through the cracks? Here's what I want you to hold on to. This is the law. The Social Security Administration is legally required to recalculate and pay what is owed to you. This is not optional. This is not a maybe. The process will take time. The SSA is dealing with an enormous workload, but the money that is owed to you, it is coming. You have not been forgotten. You have not been overlooked. The system is catching up, and you are in the queue. Take your steps, stay informed, and give it a little time. Before you go, I want to ask you one thing. If this video helped you understand what's happening with your benefits, if it gave you some peace of mind, or gave you something useful to act on, please subscribe. I post updates like this every single week. No fluff, no politics, just real, clear information about your benefits, your payments, and your rights. And leave me a comment below. Tell me, were you affected by WEP or GPO? Have you already received a letter from the SSA? Are you still waiting? Your comment helps me understand what you're going through, and it helps me make better videos for you. You've worked hard for these benefits, you've earned them, and you deserve to understand exactly what's happening with them. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.